Today, North Carolina is home to thousands of immigrants from various African countries. Despite the huge social and economic adjustment they have to make, including the language barrier and the cultural differences, these immigrants are increasingly integrating the very fabric of our local economy.
My name is Mabelle EKPE, then I'm from West Africa, Togo. I've been in the United States for almost 10 years.
Mabelle is a business owner.
I have a hair braiding business right here. The name is Mabelle's Hair Braiding and is located in Raleigh at 2720 Lake Wheeler Road, Raleigh, North Carolina.
Opening her own hair salon wasn't necessarily a childhood dream for Mabelle. It came rather as an adjustment to a new environment.
Okay, when I was in the Togo, I didn't do hair. I was just going to school. That's it. Now, when I came, it took me a little bit while before opening a business. I was working with somebody. I did it for 5 to 6 years. Then I was saving my money to open a business. That's how I did it.
Starting one's own business is not the easiest thing to do nowadays.
If you got it's not that difficult if you save your money and got all your stuff. The difficult part I can say is just like if you don't have a good credit, you can't have the place, the lease, you just have to have a good credit. And because they check everything before give you the place. You're responsible for your business, for everything. You have to take care about it. But because once you get into it, that's it.
Le prince de South Fork, Luke Wing Temuni. Comment on a dit na ote pona lingi yo ki ma charge. Comment on a bibanga banga te. Comment on a kizengi na yo te temuni. Swanga moto.
Mabelle also has a workforce to manage, and she seems to be good at it. In her salon, the atmosphere is always casual and friendly.
We get along really well, yeah. Since everybody knows what they're doing, we don't have issue with that.
And the hair braiding business seems to be quite lucrative.
Yeah, they get paid by commission.
It's yes, of course, yeah, we can't complain. Just a lot of hours and hard to do, yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fast money.
So how do African ladies learn this craft, and what makes them so special in the industry?
Just when I was little, when you have your baby doll and you play on it and you do your friend's hair and you try to do your mommy's hair, that's how I learned it from. Yes.
We've been doing it since back home, since we were really young.
We have micro, we have kinky, Senegalese, bass braid, cornrow, we have fading cornrow, and we have a sewing. Yeah, we do all those.
In addition to running her business, Mabelle is also a student at Wake Tech.
I do go to school, and every morning I wake up sometimes 6:30 or 7. It depends what time is my early class. Sometimes I start at 8, sometimes at 9. And most of the time of my class I finish at 12 o'clock p.m. I'm doing the business, I'm studying business administration and the human resources management. After school, I go straight to work. I don't have specific time, but sometimes I go early as soon as I finish school, because if they're busy, they need me, I have to go right away when I finish. But if they don't need me, I stay a little bit to do my homework over there, so when I get home, I have time, or when I get to work, so I don't have to rush, to come home early and do my work and do stuff in the house. That's what I do then. I go to work. I don't have specific time for work. And I don't have specific time for the closing. Whenever we finish, we close. Sometimes we close early, 7, 6. Sometimes it's midnight. Sometimes 1 o'clock in the morning. But when I go home, I have to make sure I cook and eat and make the lunch for my husband for next day before I go to sleep. If I still have a homework to do, I stay late and do that before I go to bed.
Besides her job and school, Mabelle obviously has to take care of her family.
2 children. One is 15 and one is a month and a half old.
One can wonder if she has time to attend her little ones.
I do have time because, like for my 15-year-old, he plays soccer, so we have time that I have to take him to the practice and come back when he has a game. We have sometimes we travel, we go out of the state to go play. So
Mabelle's hair braiding salon is far from being the only African hair shop in the area. There are many more.
Oh yeah, we have a lot. But you get most customers by what you do. If you're doing a good job, you're gonna be fine. Yeah, it depends how you take care about your customer, because you have a lot of competition anyway. There are so many braiding shops that are open now, and people keep opening. But it depends on what you're doing, how you take care about your customer, how you do your job. So you're not gonna be worried about it. Because some people, whenever they trust you, they don't go anywhere. They keep coming to you and they're gonna bring you more customers. Yeah.
Most people enjoy the security of working for a big company where they don't have to worry about keeping the company afloat. But Mabelle thinks otherwise.
From my experience, I think like if you're working for yourself, if you have opportunity to do that, is better than working for somebody else.
Being able to have a job while furthering her education is an opportunity that Mabelle cherishes very much, something quasi impossible in her country of origin.
No, it's not possible for a young girl or young student like I'm doing it, going to school, work at the same time, no. Back home is different from here. Yeah, it is a good thing if you can go to school and work at the same time, because you can live your life, you can make money to do whatever you want. You're not gonna depend on your parent, because like back home, that's what we do. We stay with the parent because you can't work. You're just going to school. They are supporting you, so you depend on them. And whenever you need, you have to ask them. You see, it doesn't make you grow and learn about life. But here, it's different. You can do both at the same time.
In Togo, things are set up in such a way that young people totally depend on their parents all the way until they finish their college studies and find jobs, which is even far from being a given.
They stay with their parents because you don't have nothing to do. How you gonna pay your bill? How you gonna feed yourself? And we stay with parents until you find some. And sometimes some people end up stay there until they get married because they don't have job. How they gonna live?
For people who have never migrated outside of their homeland, this could be hard to comprehend, but most immigrants can relate to it. After long hours of hard labor, the first thing immigrants think about is to send some of their hard-earned money back home to their loved ones.
Yeah, since we have our parents back home, we have to send them money. That's how we've been raised. So We help them.
I asked Mabelle what would be the one thing about the United States that she would like to see happen in her country.
The education, how you can go to school and work at the same time, because we don't have that chance back home. That's why we stay with our parents until you finish education, and you have to make sure you find a job before you move.
Bande kona ngai Uya katopina To sepele Sabi se tankiti Nigeria Everybody tankiti Sabi se tankiti Everybody tankiti Sabi se tankiti Everybody tankiti Je m'en fous Sabi se tankiti
The first thing that I was really amazed of is the security, the way people respect the police officers. Like, you don't have your insurance, you're afraid of that light. The way they are, you feel protected by, by the police officers. It's something that we never felt. I've never felt it back home.
Ici, c'est pas comme en Afrique là où on te bombarde, je veux dire, avec les leçons. Ici, par exemple, si vous allez avoir un devoir, on va te dire sur quel chapitre ça va se passer. Donc, je trouve que c'est quelque chose de bien.
Et puis, ce que je vais ajouter à l'école, on utilise juste des livres, des anciens livres. On parle toujours des histoires anciennes. Par contre, ici, là, chaque année, on change de livre, on change de programme. Tu vois, non? C'est ce qui est plus avantageux ici. Donc, au fur et à mesure que la technologie, c'est-à-dire les études avancent par rapport à la technologie. Alors qu'en Afrique, c'est pas ça.
Je voulais dire par rapport à ce pays, en tout cas, il y a quand même la sécurité là où moi je sors. Chez moi, en tout cas, il n'y a pas la sécurité. En tout cas, on est sécurisé vraiment par la police. En tout cas, c'est vraiment ce que j'aime bien ici.
And the second, it's in the medical field, like when you go to the hospital. Once they start treating you, it's like they want to make sure that they're doing their job well. You can't just die because they didn't. You don't really see common death because of a mistake that a doctor made. They make sure that they run all the blood tests, and when you are pregnant, that's another thing. You feel like you are, like they're taking the time for only you. And when you...
Alors allez-y, moi le vais, on be connection, il faut l'indécaner, j'ai n'a donc soit dit, bon à withdraw, alors ballon, fois mille en fois du pays que les canons la trône ami, mais souvent à y mettre de l'effort, des fois même on se bat jusqu'à la mort, même le sourire aux lèvres, bien de Dieu laissez bébé. Beyond the day, on a méthode que le ciel nous vienne en aide pour qu'on soit sauvé.
The pursuit of happiness is the motivation of most human endeavor. We hope Mabelle finds it on this land.
I like it because where I live in North Carolina is pretty quiet. And for me, it's easy to make money because back home it wasn't like that for me. So I'm enjoying it. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Sure. Same time will be fine. Thank you, ma'am. Bye. Sorry. No, la sé, pues.